Janet Kuypers. You seem to be anticipating something.
Hi there. As I said, I just, with Squares Publications, got annual collection books coming out. There are 3 of them. I would like to share with you some poems from one of them. I just got the proof copies. They'll be released this week. I really like the cover on this one. This is called Still Life, and it has flash fiction and short stories and poems in it, and I thought I would find some happier sounding poems to share with you. And this first one is called Looking for a Worthy Adversary. Extreme sestina variation. I've been looking for a worthy adversary, someone I could lock horns with, because although my life makes more sense when I'm alone, it's not nearly as interesting. Alone, it's not nearly as interesting, so I look for a worthy adversary, someone I could battle to the death with, because it can't be about love, you see. Love can't exist on the terms I demand. It can't and never can be that pure. What I demand is never that pure, and as I'm looking for this worthy adversary, I slither up to you like a snake, and I tempt you with a golden apple. I tempt you with that golden apple, but all I'm offering you is fruit from the tree of knowledge. The snake gives you the tree of knowledge because all this time I've been playing a part, an actress on a stage, spouting lines on cue. But that role was getting tiresome, and those stage lights still came on night after night, and I still had to play my part. I played my part until my night off, when I saw your show, and your protagonist was doing what I was doing, right down to faking it with the people who don't matter, right down to going home and still feeling empty. I play my part. I still feel empty, but I liked to see your boiling emotion underneath that no one else could see. I know what that emotion really means. And when I know what that emotion really means, I wonder if we could actually get together and write our own play. If we wrote our own play, it would be a masterful performance. Curtains would close, and we'd hold each other's hands as we'd leave the stage, and the audience would know that there's a happy ending. When I know there's a happy ending, I walk out on the set, and there you stand, in front, stage left. I wait for my cue to make my move. None of the rest of the scene matters. If the rest of the scene, if it doesn't really matter, I wonder if the audience would see what we have. Maybe they'd like our little play. Maybe they wouldn't. Who really cares? And who really cares? Because after I tempted you, you now tempt me and tease me and torment me and tell me everything I was too afraid to believe. I was too afraid to believe, and now, when you talk, you reach your hand into my brain, and you pull out my thoughts, and you shove them into your mouth, and you spit them back at me. And you spit my thoughts back at me again, and instead of filling me with terror, it fills me with joy. It fills me with joy because I thought I'd lock horns with that worthy adversary. But now every day is like Valentine's Day. It's like candy and flowers and springtime and hearts and cupids and sunshine, and these cliches are beginning to make sense. No longer locking horns and everything making sense. I stand here like a statue after the performance of our lifetime, and I wait for the reviews. As I wait for the reviews, I wonder what they all say, though none of it matters. None of it matters because I know what you are going to say. It's everything that I've always wanted to say. All I've ever wanted to say is now you taking my thoughts again and shoving them into your mouth again and spitting them back at me again. So I'll wait for you to come on stage again where we have our happy ending and you tell me what I already know. This one's called, thank you. This one's called And I'm Wondering. And I'm wondering if there's something chemical that brings people together, something that brings people to their knees, something that sucks them in. And I'm wondering if you're sensing what I'm sensing. Or is it me? Am I making it all up in my head? Or when I glance up and I catch your eyes, well, are you actually looking at me? And I'm wondering if it could work out this time. If we have one of those relationships that no one ever doubts, especially us, because we'll know we'll always be in love. And I'm wondering if you'd find my neurotic pet peeves charming, like how I hate it when someone touches my belly because I'm so self-conscious. And I'm wondering why you had to tell me when we happened to be sitting next to each other that the fact that our legs were almost touching was making your heart race. And I'm wondering why I felt the need to take your cigarette and inhale, exhale, while the filter was still warm from your lips there just seconds before. And I'm wondering if a year or two from now, after we've been going out and we should get to that point where we're all bored with each other, when you sunk into a comfortable rut, if you saw me making macaroni and cheese in the kitchen using margarine and water because I don't have any milk, and then I've got my hairball pulled back and strands are falling around my eyes, and I'm wearing an oversized button-down denim shirt and nothing else. Well, what I'm wondering is if you would see me like this and still think I was sexy. When I glance up and I catch your eyes across the room, when I see your eyes dart away, when I feel this chemical reaction, well, what I'm wondering is, do you feel it too? And then this one is called Just by Holding His Hand. When we're walking down the street in stride and our feet pump out that same rhythm and our shoulders are almost touching and our hands seem to brush up against each other, and for one brief moment, in one brief moment, our hands almost touch, and he reaches over and he takes my hand. He slides his fingers around my hand, and I feel him move along my palm to my fingers. When he moves along my palm to my fingers, no one knows what this feels like. It's when his fingers curl and hold me tight. Well, it feels like Pop Rocks. It feels like when that candy, those Pop Rocks or candies just sliding down your throat after you let it explode on your tongue, and it's tingling. Oh, you would know this feeling, and no one else is eating these Pop Rocks, and no one else knows this tingling feeling, and this is my little secret. And I love keeping this little secret when it feel this feeling like never before. And it makes me want to laugh and cry, because when I look around the room, I know no one else is eating those Pop Rocks, and no one knows this feeling when he's holding my hand. No one knows the feeling when he's holding my hand. It's like candy and Cupid and hearts and sunshine and all those generic symbols of love that never explain it just right. Words can never explain it just right. It's catching your breath. It's like falling from an airplane. It's climbing a mountain. It's standing on a glacier. It's following dolphins and is swimming with sharks. It's turning your head and seeing those fingers interlocked with yours as you're walking in stride. Because then and there, walking in stride, you think of those Pop Rocks tingling down your throat. But now this feeling hits all of your nerves, because Pop Rocks never felt like this. And now nothing has ever felt like this. It's ill in your muscles, and it's in all of your nerves, and now you want to hold on for your life. And now you have something that you never felt before. All just by holding his hand. Thank you. Yeah.